and where are you from?
My name is Arturo Moreno, Jacinto, and I'm originally from Purísima de Bustos, Guanajuato.
When did you start working in the fields in California?
The fields in California, we got work permits from the school. I believe I was around 12 years old, and we would work on the weekends.
How do you think this labor movement in the 1970s impacts farm workers today?
The labor movement has changed significantly since then. There's been an introduction of more heavy machinery, probably a bit more secured laddering, and safety, and sanitization, but it still has room for improvement, I think.
Having lived through this movement, how do you think this labor movement impacted your own personal life?
For me, coming here and working in the farms, or not necessarily just the farms, having the opportunity to go to school and working in the farms was almost it was enough from where I used to work, just because we didn't work citrus in Mexico. We worked mostly alfalfa, corn, that kind of stuff. So here in the States, it was almost bittersweet to work in avocado farms or just tomatoes, lemons, and onions. It's a whole different experience. The one that my brothers and I probably liked was the strawberry fields, and you probably wonder why. But the tough part was that we had to be out there before it rained or else it'd spoil.
On that very note, what's a memory that comes to mind when you think about having worked in the fields?
Well, there's some good memories and some challenging memories. One memory that really sticks is just being able to go out there and contribute and work in the farms and getting a decent, I guess, pay. It wasn't the optimal pay, but the memory that sticks to mind is just being able to buy that new dining room table that my mom always wanted to sit everybody. That changed me a little bit because it almost gave a sense of bringing the family together. And today, I think I remember that table. I might even have taken it to my undergraduate school for use. But yep, great memories working with my brothers and my sisters and my parents.
What part of California did you grow up in, or did you farm in?
Well, we worked in Fillmore, California, the north side, I guess you would say. It was part of Hardinson Ranch. Everybody knows it as La Campana, north of Sespe Creek. That was our major location, but we also worked for companies like Boscovich, and people might know Limonada now. I think we bought Hardinson Ranch or La Campana. But I worked up the corridor there in Santa Paula, Fillmore, Saugus, I think, some of those areas. But yeah.
Having seen this movement come to fruition and the union that developed for farm workers because of these movements, how do you think it impacted current union movements in the United States?
Well, at the time I was a little bit naive. I wasn't sure what a union was. That's not something that you said around, but I knew there was people having rallies and getting together. Now looking back, I think I was in the middle of things. My friends and I were just roaming around on our bikes, playing tag, and indirectly attending these events. But I think it has impacted some of the farmers, but there's still some improvement again. Farmers had to go and get more permits, make sure their housing was improved, that people had heaters, and how plumbing was maintained and that kind of stuff. So it has improved. I'm not sure where it all stands today, but unions was not something in my language at the time.
If there's something else that you would like to mention that I didn't cover regarding this time in history, do you have something else you would like to share?
Well, one thing that just comes to mind even today, a lot of my friends buddies and friends of the family, it seems that a lot of the kids that work hard in this labor as first generation immigrants, they have done well. I would say about 80% of the kids have gratefully gone to college, and their kids are going to college, and that speaks volume. I think hard work pays off, and the parents have done well, and it's nice to still visit some of these friends, and we tell stories of our childhood, how it was unlimited space and just bike riding and playing tag and just being out in the elements was our number one game. So, and the other thing is, we also had friends. They came from different regions of Mexico. It wasn't just one location. So we got to learn from them. And I think the biggest memory that I have is we grew up in this environment of English only. So being in the farm, we were free to speak our language, no limitations. But in the city, we had to try to speak English only. And we were fortunate to have both Anglos and Latinos or Chicanos in town. But okay.
Well, I want to thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you sitting down to be interviewed.
Thank you.
Thank you.